So guys, EA have given us the FUT Heroes Max 87 rated upgrade pack. It was one segment, an 86 rated squad. I'm not too sure what that comes in as, but this initially seems a really good pack because you think of 87 rated maximum and there's a lot of really good cards that you can get. And obviously Marchisio would be fantastic for me with the full Italy setup. You think of Ramirez, Torre, and there's a bunch of others as well. But at the same time, there's a lot of cards that aren't great. And I still keep coming up against lots more FUT Hero cards in games that I didn't even realise were in the game this year. So who knows what we could get in this pack. It wouldn't surprise me if whoever I get, I didn't even know that they were in the game. So ideally we want Marchisio because the other two Italian FUT Heroes, Di Natale and Vialli, I believe is the other one, are obviously over that 87 rated. But obviously, if we get someone like a Torre or a Ramirez, what do I do in that situation? I guess the full Italy team stops because I'm not going to keep a Ramirez or a Torre on the bench. Or at least I don't think I'd be able to do that. I'd want to use them in games. So, ideally, Marchisio would be one from this pack. Also, another reason why I'm opening the pack is because, for content reasons, really. At the same time, and I'm just hoping that we can get a Marchisio because that'd be fantastic. And he's worth a lot. He's worth, like, at least 600k, but I don't know how many FUT Hero cards there are available in this pack. I'd say there's at least, what, 20 to 25 off the top of my head. Obviously, we've got some of the female players this year as well to be able to get. I know Alex Scott is one of them. I can't think of too many others off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are some. So let's see what we can get. Let me know if you were able to get it. We want to see that Italy flag. Australia, is that Cahill? It is actually going to be Harry Kewell, who actually isn't too bad. The one thing that I don't like about these cards is the dynamic images. They're not great. This is a good card. He's 87 rated, and I bet he's probably worth more than what the pack goes for. I'll probably use him as a super sub. Obviously, you know, he's Australian, he's not Italian, so he's not going to get into the main 11. But this is a really good card. I don't know what his weak foot and skill moves are. Obviously, from a Liverpool player, not like he was great for Liverpool or anything. I think he was mainly good for Leeds, but 4-star skill moves is obviously really nice in the hero profile. Yeah, Leeds, Liverpool, Galatasaray, stuff like that as well. A couple nice, the power shots play start is obviously really good to have, and I think he'll go for a little bit. He does. And I think most people, if they open up this pack and got him, they'd be pretty happy with it. I mean, as a super sub, he'll be fun to use. He's worth at least 200 to 250k. And I don't think the pack is anywhere near that price. Maybe, what, maximum 60 or 70,000 coins off the top of my head. So I'm really happy with that pack. I mean, it would have been great to have got a Marchisio, but in terms of the card that I got back in return, I'll definitely use him as a sub, 100%. And this focuses on his time at Leeds as well during the start of his career. So, really good pull. I'm 100% happy with that. Let me know who you got in your pack as well. Do I think it's worth doing? I'm not too sure. Obviously, you could get something insane. Could get something half decent like Kewell's. Obviously, Kewell isn't one like the big, 5 or so players that you could get from the pack. He's probably in the top 10 though. And as I said, I don't know how many players in total that are available to get from that. But if we have a quick look on the transfer market just before we finish, we'll be able to get an idea of how many like 85s and 86s that just don't go for that much. Let's just go for, let's go for about 65,000 coins. And there are a few options, obviously Dempsey, Kanu, Ricken, Crouch, obviously at the same time as well. You know, there are, any of these cards that you got, you wouldn't be that happy with. Mostovoy, who I forgot's in the game. You got Littmanen, you got Solskjaer as well. So, you know, there are quite a fair few cards. Cahill, although to be fair, I think he'd actually play quite well in game. There are a good 7 or 8 cards, Aljaber, that if you got them, you've kind of wasted what you've put in to get the player back in return, because a lot of these don't go for too much. I mean, look at someone like Crouch and Dempsey, for example, and Aljaber and Kanu. They're not even selling for like 50,000 coins. You know, Gomez is another one there, but actually you can't get him in this pack, can you? Because he's over that 87 rating. Dudek, another one, although as a goalkeeper probably has got more use than some of the outfield players. So I don't know whether the pack is worth doing. I think if you've got maybe a lot of kind of fodder in your club, especially if you've got, duplicates or whatever, then by all means go and do it, because it's not ridiculously priced and you can get something half decent back in return, like I did with Kewell, which for a lot of people would probably go into most people's starting 11s, actually, that card. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I think maybe worth going for, and it's probably there for at least the next 7 days or whatever, so you don't have to do it right now. You can kind of wait until you get some more FUT Champ rewards, rivals on Thursday, and then kind of work towards it over the next few days, because I mean, yeah, there are some good players available right now. The Rodrigo, SBC, Heung-min Son, Rafael Leao, all of these really, really good. And yes, some people may say that some of them are really, really expensive, but all these three are worth it. All three of them are worth it. They're absolutely insane. So maybe you want to go and build towards those potentially over the Hero SBC, and I would understand that. But if you're not interested in these cards, or you've already completed these cards, then by all means go and do that that Hero SBC. I don't think it's too bad at all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.